Hey. Let me give y'all a chance to come in. I am Felicia. This channel is called It's Feed. It's all about me. It's a 58-year-old woman who started all over. On this channel, we talk about all things Gen X. We talk about menopause, dating, over 55. We talk about lifestyle. We talk about relationships. So I'm gonna wait for everybody to come in. Hey, Queen Lily. Hey. We talking tonight, y'all. We talking tonight. The topic is tonight, what do the lonely do at Christmas? We come in. We're gonna talk about when you single and you're spending Christmas with anybody. What do you do? I'm gonna share some of I got a story time. We're gonna give people time to come in. Please share the live, like the live, let a good sis, let a good friend know that I'm over here live. I'm talking all things Gen X. All things Gen X. This is the Sunday before Christmas. Some of us booed up. Some's gonna be in matching pajamas on Christmas Eve. Hey, Miss Red. Some of us ain't got no boo. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So before I get started, I'm gonna give people a chance to come in, and give people an opportunity to jump on real quick. But share this real quick. So I know a lot of you follow me from over the Sammy Nicole and Fifi show. So today, early in the week, I was like, maybe I just should stick with one channel. Maybe I shouldn't do my lives over here. And maybe I should just stick, and keep focusing on the Sammy Nicole and Fifi show. Hey. Come let me know you're here. Maybe I should just concentrate on that channel. So today, me and baby girl went out to brunch. We went to T's, what is it? Brunch and bar. It's a little hip hop, but we got in and got out, before the hip hop crowd came in. We went to the Cumberland location. I heard that they have a lot of the locations around the city. But, the food was okay. It was kind of expensive. I paid almost $50 for chicken and waffles. The waffles was, the chains were about this small. And, it was a lot. It was, it's a black-owned business. It's owned by a black woman. So I wanted to go in and support my sister, right? Is it blurry? I'm noticing that. I wiped it off a lot of times. I'm not sure why. What's going on with it? But oh, let me do the front. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me wipe y'all face. Hold on. I'm wiping y'all face. Bam! There we go. Is it better? We good. I wiped y'all face off. I'm sorry. I had y'all face all dirty. Thank you. So we went to a brunch this morning at the T's brunch bar in Cumberland. Had a good time. The food was, it was good. It's the hottest bar here in Atlanta now. So, it was good. It was good. So I wanted to come on because I wanted to talk about how sometimes you can be a blessing to people and not know it. Just being my authentic self. I am who I am. I'm a 58-year-old divorced woman 3 times, living my best life, okay? So I am who I am, right? And so I want to take time to share how you can really make an impression on people that you don't even, right? So I was reading my comments early today on one of my old videos, and it was the video where it said menopause was the cause of my 3rd divorce. So I began to read the comments, and it was a young lady under the comments. Trolls, come in, hit the like, and share the live, okay? Hit the like and share the live, trolls. My mods will be in here in a minute. They coming in. My mods will be in here in a minute, okay? Alright? Alright, so y'all go ahead before y'all get blocked. Hey, X too complicated. Y'all trolls, before y'all get blocked, like the live. So I was saying that I got a comment under one of my old videos, right? And the comment said, hi. And I'm going to try not to be emotional because this young lady was my younger self. She said, hi, I'm a 36-year-old divorced woman. She said, and I feel everything that you said in this video. She said, I am your 222 viewer on this video. And we all know that's an angel number. She said, I was meant to see this video. She said, this video helped me. And I was meant to see this video. She said, everything that you expressed in this video is me. It brought tears to my eyes, y'all, because just when I was thinking that I'm not going to go live over here anymore, you know, I'm just going to focus over on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. But I actually was able to reach just somebody. Something that I said was impressionable to that young woman. It made a difference. Something that I said in that video made a difference. I was relatable to her. And that's all I'm going to do. If I can just share my experience, you know, your experience don't always have to be your teacher. You can learn from other people. And that's my whole objective of this channel, is sharing my experience, being transparent with you all, having dialogue with you all. But it touched my heart in so many ways to hear that young woman said, hey, I needed this video. At this time and this moment, this is where I needed to be. Hey, Queen Black, this is where I needed to be. I needed to be here listening to this video about your divorce, about you going through perimenopause, about you going through menopause, about being the middle child. All the experiences that you have experienced. I'm a Taurus. I'm born on this date. I can relate to what you're saying. I need this video at this time. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going, because maybe something that I say may help somebody along the way. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to have a time to share my experiences, to be transparent about this journey and this half of my life as being a 58-year-old, divorced 3 times, in full menopause, and also grieving of my mother, who I lost back in January. So I got a lot going on, y'all. I got a lot going on. But I want to come here and just share my experience. And on top of that, I'm dating. I'm dating again. So I got a lot going on. But I wanted to come here and maybe somebody could get something of what I say. Maybe it can help them. Maybe it can help whatever they're going through, or they can relate, or they can share. I have the menopause private group where I drop things over there that I use naturally for menopause. I decided not to do the HRT, no hormone replacement therapy. I decided not to do that. So I share a lot of things over my private Facebook about things that you can use, you know, for some menopause symptoms. Everybody's symptoms are different. Some people don't have any symptoms. If you can only reach one, you have made a difference. Yes, X too complicated. And today I reached one, y'all, and it just touched my heart. So it just touched my heart. Hear that young lady say, this is where I needed to be. I needed to be in this place. I needed to hear your video. It made such a difference for me today. And that's all, y'all. I don't mean to cry, because y'all know I'm a gangster. But it just touched my heart, y'all. It really did. And I told somebody, if I can just share my experiences with one person so they don't have to go through what I went through. Because as a Gen X, I didn't have a lot of people sharing experiences with me. And I could have saved myself a lot of heartache and a lot of pain if somebody just would have sat down like I'm doing tonight, just sharing on this Sunday, just sharing my experiences and being transparent and not being embarrassed, because we all have been through something, right? We all have a story, right? And so I just decided on this platform and just share my experiences with you all. So that it really touched me, y'all. That young lady really touched me. She said, I am the 220 viewer of your video. I was meant, hey Cass, I was meant to be here to see your video. I needed, she said, I needed this video. This 36-year-old woman, she's my child's age. She said, I needed this video. Do you know how beneficial it would have been if at my six, she's me. She everything that she said was me at 36. She said, I was a child. She said, I experienced all the things that you experienced as a middle child. She said, I divorced my husband because I wasn't getting what I needed out of the relationship. The same thing that I said in that video. She said, I can relate. Hey, I can relate to that. And so it touched my heart, and it just gave me confirmation to say, Felicia, don't disregard this channel, because I was like, maybe I just should focus on our channel and not come over here every night, because I know a lot of you all support us over on our other channel, and then you guys come over here, and I'm ever so grateful for it. I can't say it enough that you come over here, that you take time out to come over here and spend time with me. And if I can just, if any that I can say or share, just like X2 Complicated said, to help one person. I'm a believer in each one, teach one, reach one. Each one, teach one, reach one. And as Black women, we need to do that. We need to do that. We need to stop being so judgmental towards each other, especially when you get in this stage where I'm at, because your body is changing, your emotions and hormones are all over the place. I really sometimes, y'all, I really have to stop and count in, because sometimes I don't even realize, going through menopause, I don't even recognize myself. The things, the emotions and how they just come up out of nowhere is unbelievable. So at this stage in my life, and when I see women that are, in the age of perimenopause and menopause, and I may be out and they lash out, I don't take it personally, because I know it has nothing to do with me. I know it has nothing to do with me. It's something that particular, hey Jay Blake, that particular woman is going through. So I learned to extend grace. I learned to extend grace, and I learned to be pleasant to people, and I learned to be polite, and understand sometimes where women coming from that are in my age range, or young women that are perimenopause. I had nobody to tell me that perimenopause starts in your early 30s, and there are things that you can do to make yourself comfortable for symptoms. I had one young lady about the libido. What can I do? As far as my libido, that is not one of my symptoms, but I shared a cream on my Facebook, my private menopause Facebook page, that you can use for that. And there's some juices that you can drink for all of that will help you. Things naturally that would help you if you opt out of taking the hormone replacement. So I said all that to say that glad that I'm here, and I don't care if 1 or 2 people jump on here. Every Sunday, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be transparent, and I'm going to share experiences. I'm going to share it all with you all, because along the way, it could help somebody. Yes, one seed was planted. Yes, and yes, in the ground. Yes, gained many. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes. So now that I ain't cried in front of y'all like a big crybaby, let's move on. So, welcome to Sensational Sundays. where we talk about all things over here that affect Gen X, lifestyle, dating, and menopause, and anything that surrounds that. So, we know that Christmas is this week, and I'm single, and this is my 5th Christmas being single. When I was married, Christmases were big to do. My ex gave me gifts and all up to do. And I remember the first Christmas that I had in 2019 when I first separated. I remember, although I felt I felt the not having the presence and the big to do, but I think the greatest gift for me that Christmas was peace. I had peace, y'all. And that peace has stayed with me from that first Christmas being away from my ex-spouse up until now. So now with Christmases, I make them a big to do for me. I go all out for me. Even though I'm in a smaller place, when I was married, I would have 4 or 5 Christmas trees all over the house. You'll do the same thing here. You see one, and there are 2 more around here. So, I decorate outside. I got a wreath on my door. I got stuff in my bathroom. I got stuff in my bedroom. I got stuff in the kitchen. I got stuff in the dining room. I got stuff in the foyer. I still make it a big to-do because that's a part of me. And that makes me happy. And that's what I learned, that you have to find your happy. Nobody else is the CEO of your happy. Find happy. So with every holiday season I've had after leaving my ex-spouse, I found my happy, and I continue to do things to make me happy around holiday season. Things that I enjoyed that my ex did for me, I do it for myself with ease. With ease. Without the agitation and all of the derogatory things that came along with him. So, you know the song, the toxic song, what do the lonely do at Christmas? Well, I'm never alone. I'm never lonely. And I do the same things that I would do if I had a man. Okay? I do the exact same things for me if I had a man. Okay? So that means that I may cook. I got gifts up under the tree for me. I may cook. I'm out. I watch my Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies, y'all. I love them. I fix a signature cocktail drink like I used to do when I was married, because we entertain a lot around the holiday times, and I used to do a signature cocktail drink. Yesterday, I fixed myself my signature holiday cocktail drink. Every year, I look for a new recipe, and I make a new recipe, and I made me a cocktail, I made me a cocky yesterday, and I watch Christmas movies. Now, I've taken the week off, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to do things for me. I might go to Atlantic Station and do the ice skating. I might just go to the mall, I might go somewhere and look at the Christmas lights. I might do things that make me, hey, woman of wealth. Hey everyone, please do not stop. Sis, I'm going through it now. Half of the time I barely recommend. Yes, woman of wealth. Yes. The menopause, half of the time, sometimes I have to count to 10. And sometimes a child looks at me like, she be like, man, I'll be glad when it's over with. My child be looking at me like, because y'all, and I'm gonna share, I don't know if I shared this natural thing that you can take to kind of calm you down a little bit, but if I haven't shared it, I'll drop it over on my menopause book page. You all send me an email and I'll let you in the group. Oh, thank you, right. You can't stop living because, yes, you can. Just make a, yes. Jay Blake, that's what I decided. I'm not going to stop living. I'm still living my best life. I still do the things. And one thing, y'all, that I had to learn, and I'm being transparent, I had to learn what makes Felicia happy. I had to go deep down inside of me, and I had to sit with Felicia. I had to, when I tell you I had to, and sometimes you just got to do this. You just got to sit down with yourself and have a conversation. You got to say, self. And I said, huh? What is it? What is it that you want? What makes you happy? I'm not talking about your child, your significant other, your family. What makes you happy? What can you do to get you in a place of happiness? And I had to do that. And once I did that, it was easy. It was easy. It was easy. So holiday time, I find things that make me happy, right? I find things that I like to do that make me happy. Whatever it is. Going to the bookstore. I love going to the bookstore. Y'all, I can spend hours in the bookstore just walking around reading books. I'll get me some coffee. And I'll go up and I'll go down and I'll read a book and I'll look at a magazine and I'll just sit there. Sometimes I'll take my laptop and work on later business consulting. That's my plug for the night. Y'all go over there and book a consultation. Give an LLC for a Christmas gift. That's the best gift you can give. But I'll do some work, on my business. That makes me happy. I go to this place called the Read Shop, and they have books in there, and I'll sit outside. That makes me happy. Things like that makes me happy. It soothes me. It calms me. And I find that going through menopause, I need that. I don't need anything that's going to aggravate me. Anything that I feel like is going to agitate me and aggravate me, I leave it alone. I leave it alone. I leave it alone. It's nothing worse with adding more agitation on top of menopause. I'm just going to say it because you're already, just not emotions. It's just nothing is, I'd be like, what's wrong? Nothing is wrong, but you just feel all these emotions. And I'm like, why am I so emotional? There's nothing wrong. You're fine. And I have to talk my way through it. You're fine, Felicia. You're going to be okay. It's okay. This too shall pass. Get up, get yourself together, and go do something. So I have to do that. I'm naturally a homebody, but I have to check myself and say, okay, you need to change your view. You need to change your surroundings. Go out, do something. Do something that makes you happy. So in the holiday season, that's what I decide to do. Go to the botanical garden. I love the Christmas lights. Watch the Christmas lights. Go ice skating. Do something that makes you happy. And stop focusing. I think we spend so much time focusing on what we don't have than what we do have. Gratitude is the highest form of elevation. When you are grateful and give gratitude, you elevate. You elevate. I am grateful. Every day I wake up, I am grateful. I am thankful. Be grateful and thankful and stop focusing on the things that you don't have. I had to find peace in saying, no, I'm the middle child. Yes, I'm the middle child, yes. And I struggle with that. Yeah, I when my parents were both living, it was terrible for me being the middle child. It was. Now, I don't have to deal with it so much because both of my parents are gone, and I just step back and let my, I let them do what they do. But it's gonna come up again because my mom's birthday is coming up, and that's in January. So she passed before her birthday. So in February we did a balloon release, and I initiated that. So now I'm the captain of the balloon release. So even though they're here with me physically, I'm still the one that's navigating things between myself and my siblings. And it's always been like that for me. It's always been like that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. So I just wanted to take time to say that, it's the holiday season, and I know this is the time of year, if you're single, if you're single, you feel some type of way. You feel like, everybody doing the matching pajamas with their significant others, and you see, online. And I usually shut down my Facebook page during the holidays. I usually take a break from social media. I did that the first 2 years of being separated from my ex. I would shut down my Facebook page because it was just too much for me. It was just too much. And I would, oh, my mom passed. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Grieve, feel what you feel, but try not to stay there. I know everybody grieves differently. It hits me in spells. I think about her, but I try to remember all the good times. My sister and I, we talk about all the funny times, all things that my mom did, because my mom was a hoot. She was a mess. Okay, she was a hoot. So me and my sister, we kind of, try to dwell on the good times, And I know it's a void. It's a feeling. It's an emptiness. It's a void when you lose a parent. I can't describe it, but it's like a missing piece, and you never get over it. You never get over it. So so do things that that make you happy. So now, I'm past the stage where it doesn't bother me anymore. So I keep my social media up, during the high seasons. I got me some pajamas. They not matching, but I will be wearing my pajamas on Christmas morning, opening up my gifts that I bought for myself. Okay? Because I'm deserving and I'm worthy of that. Even if I don't have a significant other, I'm worth all those things, and I can do those things for me. So now, if somebody comes along and does those things for me, then hey. But if they don't, then I won't be devastated because I can do those things for me, right? So I'm saying, if you're single, and you're not in a relationship, enjoy your holidays, y'all. Enjoy your holidays. Do all the things that make you happy. You're happy, because nobody else is responsible for that. Nobody is responsible for your happy but you. Okay? So I wanted to talk about, about the holiday times, because a lot of people struggle. A lot of people struggle with, going through breakups, right before the holidays, or going through a divorce, like I did. I separated in August, and then in December, what I knew, what I had, you're welcome. What I knew, what I had in the past was gone. I didn't have all the glitz and glams of Christmas around me anymore. I didn't have the 4 trees. I didn't have, all the lights outside, and, and the reindeers in the yard. I didn't have all of that. I condensed to a smaller space. So I had to make the decision in my mind, Felicia, you can sling snot, which I did. I sling snot and cried. But when I got over it, and got myself together, I started to pick up the pieces and do things that made me happy. And I put my trees up. I put lights up. I decorated just like I would have if I was in the marital house. So I made the decision to not just lay down and cry and not live my best life. And not live my best life. I'm responsible for my happiness. So this holiday season and every holiday season, I get out things that make me happy around the holiday time. Just because I don't have anybody to wear matching pajamas with don't mean that I ain't putting my pajamas on. Because I'm going to have my pajamas on. Okay? I'm going to have all the feels of Christmas. Watch my Christmas movies and all of that. All right? So y'all enjoy your Christmas. Whether you with somebody or you're not, do things that make you happy. Go out and buy yourself a gift. Go out and treat yourself. Whatever it is that make you happy. Hey, Z. Hey, beautiful chat. Hey, Fee. What a great message. We never know what people are going through. The best gift is kindness and healing. Yes, Fee. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all just listening to me, you know? Just coming over here listening. And when I got that message today from that young lady, I looked at Samantha and I said, she's 36. And she said, this is where I needed to be. She said, this video has helped me so much. Me just sitting here, y'all. Just sitting here in my space talking to you all. Just wanting to share. Wishing that somebody would have shared some life experiences with me. My mother shared what she knew, but she came from the silent generation. It was only so much she was going to share. And the other part, I had to figure it out. I learned from my peers. It was so much she was going to share. Because her mother didn't share with her. And that's what this channel is about. Just me being transparent and sharing. Just sharing my experiences. That's all. That's all. And letting you all know that, you know, your crown may tilt, but it'll never fall off. Remember that. If you don't remember, it's going to tilt. My crown tilted, but it didn't fall off. Okay? When it was tilting, I thought I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. And some days with this menopause, it's like this. But I bring it back. So it may tilt, but it'll never fall off, queens. It'll never fall off. So I just wanted to share that with you all. 99 sung snot and cried. That young lady touched my heart. Because I am her. I am her. I was that young lady. And thank God that she knew her worth and have standards. She talked about going through a divorce and how, you know, she didn't want to be disrespected. She knew her worth, you know, and knowing that it's okay to have standards, and knowing that while you are resting and sitting in your standards, it's okay to be by yourself. Find you something else to do. Find you a hobby. Like Z always says, find you something else to do to occupy your time. Now, we're going to talk about my date because I know that's why y'all here. Y'all want to know if the roster grew, if it increased or decreased. The roster decreased. And I'm going to tell y'all why. First of all, it decreased because I love me some fun. And I'm sitting on business about my standards. And I'm using my therapy. Hey, you're not late. Hey, call me darling. Thank you. Thank you. I'm praying for everyone on here that God, yes, gives them peace during the holiday season. Yes. Yes. It's so many people that feel like, you know, if I don't have that significant other, if I don't have that special person, you know, I was watching a young lady on YouTube and she was talking about, you know, I'm going down her timeline seeing, you know, everybody in their matching pajamas. Baby, go buy you some pajamas. It don't matter if you ain't got nobody to match them up with. Go put your pajamas on. Half the people in matching pajamas ain't even happy with their significant other. I'm gonna have on my matching pajamas and be in peace. I ain't got nobody bald-headed son aggravating me while I'm going through this menopause. Okay? So yeah, find your happy. Find your happy, y'all. Find your happy. Whatever it is, you gotta find that, and it takes sitting down with yourself. Sometimes you gotta find the root cause. Why I'm not happy? What is it? What is it? And stop trying to change things that you have no control over. That was the first step, Felicia. You can't change that. You cannot mold and make nobody into something that they are not. So stop it. Once I was able to accept the reality of that I cannot change anybody. I used to tell my therapist, well, I don't understand why people do that. But why would he do that to somebody that's distance? Why would he do that? And she was like, Felicia, that's you. You wouldn't do it. But everybody's different. Stop trying to match somebody up with what you wouldn't do or what you would do. And then trying to change them. You can't do that, y'all. Yeah. I went to therapy after this marriage for about 5 years. And I told the story how when I first went to therapy, when I first walked in, y'all, I was so emotionally unbalanced that I could not talk. My hour session, I know for 20, 30 minutes, I would sob and cry. I could barely get out. I would just cry and sob. By the time I got to that second year, I was gangster. Oh, and I'm on, Next time, I'm gonna get them red flags. I was gangster. And I was doing the homework. Therapy only works. You take what the therapist give you and put it into action. Don't waste your time going to therapy if you're not going to do what your therapist tell you to do. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your benefits. Because it only works if you put in the work. Okay? Rubbing my feet together. I know that's right. Exactly. And got peace. Yes, absolutely. I went to the conference recently. So many women are going through. Yes, period. Yeah, and have no idea. Yeah. It starts in your 30s. I had no idea. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? Yes. Hey, Sanders, RN23. Hey. I was like, what the hell is going on? It starts in your 30s, perimenopause. It starts from some women, not all. All symptoms are different. Some women have some symptoms. Some women have all the symptoms. While we're talking about it, Holly Berry has a new cream to help with the vaginal dryness. That's one of the symptoms of menopause. She has a cream out. I've also put a natural cream on my menopause Facebook page that helps with it as well. And there's juices that you can drink to help with all of that too, y'all. So we don't have to suffer through perimenopause and menopause in silence. We're going to go through it. Okay? And the reason why I'm sharing is because some of the symptoms they don't share with Black women. When we go to the doctor, we have all these symptoms, and half of the time they don't tell us that's a menopause symptom. That's a perimenopause symptom. We're all going through it. The space that I made over there on Facebook is a sensitive, safe place. Because some of us don't want the whole world to know that we have vaginal dryness, or we need something to, for our libido. That space over there is a safe place where you can go, where I drop things in there and say, hey, you can use this for this. This may help with this. Or you all can go over there and say, hey, Felicia, I'm experiencing this. Did you experience this? Or maybe somebody else, hey, Nikki. Or maybe somebody else can come in the chat over there and say, yeah, sis, I'm in that too. I use such and such and such. So that's why it's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Just send me your email and I'll drop you in. I'll drop you in over there. I can talk. And once I build up over there, I'll go live over there and we'll talk about nothing but menopause over there and perimenopause. But I do drop over there every week. When I think about it, I have a counter full of I use just for menopause, just so I can navigate through the day. When I get up in the morning, that's my focus. Let me take my, so I won't be bugging out in here. Especially, with the position that I'm in, the end of the year, it was a little going on for me. So I have to make sure that my mind's right, because it's nobody else's fault that, I want people to give me grace, but I also have to take control over it as well, right? I also have to be accountable for it as well. So, and that's what I try to do. So that's why I made that Facebook page. It's not that I'm trying to build up over there. I'm just, I just want people to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. Because once I start doing my research, I'm like, so she going through it? So this is a symptom? Because I didn't know. Because like I told you all before, the only thing I knew about my mom, I would hear my mom say, you're going through the change. Welcome. Thank you. My mom would say, you're going through the change. You was going through menopause. And all I would hear was hot flashes. You're going to have hot flashes. You're going to have hot flashes. Well, yeah, I got them and about 8 more symptoms after that. I got them. I got the menopause, but what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? I didn't know. So that's why I have that group over there where it's just a safe place, sensitive place where we can just talk. Y'all, we can interact with each other. It's much. Yes, and hot flashes. Yes, the frozen shoulder for 8 months. My doctor never mentioned it. Right. Menopause related. Yes. Hi, Amanda. Thank you so much. I was just telling them about the sweet message you sent me today. It had me in tears. I'm so glad that my video helped you and that you could relate to it. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. You really warmed my heart. I was thinking, maybe I just need to focus on the Sambo and Fifi show channel. Because I don't know if you know, but my daughter and I, we have a channel where we just kiki. And it's about hot topics over there. But this channel is about me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I was saying that, maybe I should just focus on that channel and not, have you guys come over here, But when I saw that message from you, it's confirmation that I need to stay here. I need to come here on Sunday nights and just talk. On Sunday nights and just talk to you all. I call this Sensational Sunday, where we talk about everything over here. Relationships, but it's from a Gen X perspective. But the video that you watched, Amanda, it helped you. It had a lot of things in there that you could relate to. And I think you are a millennial. So it helped you too. And that's my whole goal and objective. Is to help the next young lady. It's to help the next young lady. We love you. And thank you. Love you back. It's the, yes, it's to help the next young lady. Yes. Yes. So I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate you coming over here. And if you like hot topics and Kiki a good laugh, follow us on the Sammy Nicole and Fifi show. We go over there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes we and Saturdays. But so back to, you had me in tears, Amanda, at the beginning of this video, and I appreciate you. I really do. Um, what time you go live? I go live on Sundays over here at 6 p.m. Six-ish, 6:15, but no later than 6:30. I'm here every Sunday, and I'm gonna come and be here every Sunday. Because if I can make a difference and share my experiences with one person, then that's enough for me. Like X too complicated says, that's enough for me. And I think that you confirmed that. You confirmed that when I read your messages. And I read everybody's messages, respond to everybody, because I like to interact with everybody. On here, I respond, and then sometimes Samantha will respond on our other channel, whoever gets to it first. But a lot of people say they tell who responds, and whether it's me or Samantha on the other channel. But I respond to all my comments, and when I open up your comment, Amanda, it just brought tears to me. Lord, I am reaching somebody. And she's a millennial just like my baby. My baby is be 32 on the 30th. So I am reaching somebody. Fee, you're needed info. All spaces. We need the model positive relationships in our daughter, even if they're not biological. Yes, Sammy Nicole is such a blessing. She is. She is a blessing. She is. Yes. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all about the roster, the dating roster. Y'all know dating. I had to drop. Y'all ready? I had to drop Air Force. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Number one, because of my standards. Number two is because I am not dating this time. I am not operating in a space of need. In the past, I dated and married from a space of what I needed from the individual. And I'm not operating in that space anymore. And my standards are different, right? Because all of my marriages I had an agenda. I'm going to be transparent and I'm going to be honest. I had an agenda, whether it was them to help me through school or to finance, me through school, my lifestyle, to sustain me, until I finish this degree and so I can go to the next degree. I had an agenda, but now I'm not operating through that. So, Air Force Bay, we went out on another date. We had another date. He had planned a third date on Saturday. So, something was not right with Air Force Bay. And ladies, once again, if you get that gut feeling, it is what it is. Air Force Bay is the one that I met that pursued me while I was out picking up my 6-piece lemon pepper wing at Buffalo Wild Wings. That's the one that pursued me. That's who he is. So, Air Force Bay, we were talking, real calm, real cool. We had another day. He was much calmer. I think the first date was just kind of, maybe he was nervous. So we've been talking, but I noticed Air Force Bay, and I think I talked about this, and I think somebody told me to FaceTime him. Of course, he don't have a iPhone. They had Androids. I don't know what it is with these men and these droids. So we had to do Google Meet. I have to finish other videos second. Okay. The starting five. I have a roster. I'm dating Amanda. I have a roster. So on the starting five, I have Medical Bay. I had Medical Bay, Army Bay, Air Force Bay, Maintenance Bay, and what was the other one? There was another. No, I had 4. I didn't have 5. I had 4. But I'm going to keep a starting 5. Because why? Because I'm only dating. I'm just dating, y'all. I'm just taking in information. I'm not courting. I'm still dating. I'm actively dating. So I want a roster. Okay? I want a roster. Some are it's going to increase because some are gone. Then it's going to decrease because some is going to fall off. And some have fallen off. And that's okay. I'm telling you, I was hoping for the best, you said. I'm finna tell you, okay, woman, well, you invested, okay? So you've been starting this story. He's still fine. But I'm too old for that fine stuff. I got to operate from, he fine, and you know what? When I was sitting across the table looking at him, I was like, ooh, this man, ooh. I kept, calm down, Felicia. You 50 years old. You just can't operate from fine. You calm down now. Slow your roll. So let me tell y'all. So we have been talking, and I got a feeling. I'm finna tell you, guys. Y'all hold on. I'm finna tell y'all what happened. Y'all hold on. Oh. Let me find out that Big Willie. No. He ain't Big Willie. But he nice looking. So, he nice looking, you know, but I'm too old for that high school. Ooh, he's so fine, girl. I'm too old for that. I mean, I want to attract the man that I'm attracted to, and I was attracted to him. He was attracted to me and all of that. But I'm not operating from there, y'all. I'm doing what my therapist said. She said, Felicia, you could have saved yourself. She said, Felicia, now, as your therapist, you know, I have to be honest with you. And I'm sitting there like, you could have saved yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of pain by just looking at the red flag. So I want you to start. I want you to tell yourself you are worthy to be respected. So every day I would say, I'm worthy to be respected. I am loved. So let me tell y'all. So, I used to like a sprinkle. But the sprinkle are ugly. They cut a fool on you too. They act ugly on you too. So I was like, something is not right, because this man calls me between 6:30 and he off the phone by 7:30. I mentioned that to y'all in one of the other Sensational Sundays, and somebody said, Fee, FaceTime him. So I say, because you know I be listening to what y'all telling me to do, because I like, I like to get y'all opinion on everything, because y'all, we here, y'all some intelligent women, we here, okay? And it ain't nothing wrong with going to your good sister and say what you think, okay? So I was like, something ain't right. And so I told Samantha, she was like, Then I told homeboy, and he was like, Fee, something off, Fee. He was like, Juan was like, something off, Fee. I don't know, Fee, but go with your gut feeling, Fee. I said, okay, cool. So I was talking to him. So we talk, we just talking, and he telling me what's going on with his son, because I told you his MS. Y'all keep that in mind, because I'm going to come back to that. The son has MS, and they don't know, how long in the process of everything, what's going on with him. My heart goes out to him. So I said, okay. So I say, well, so we talked and we got off the phone. So I texted him. I said, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. So when you get a chance, let's duo. Because he ain't got no iPhone. So it's either Duo or Google Meet. So I said, well, let's do it. Because Medical Bay got it too. And Medical Bay will duo me, and we do all that together. He don't have no problem with it. He just cry when he don't take his medicine. But when he take his medicine, a sweetheart. I told y'all about Medical Bay. Y'all know about Medical Bay. So I was like, so when we get a chance, I'm talking about Air Force Bay. So when we get a chance, I was like, let's Google or, duo. He say, okay. He texts me immediately. Okay. Now remind you, it ain't 7:30. It's like 7:24. He said, okay, let's do it now. I said, well, no, I got to my P.O. box. Let's do it at 8. You know what that joker told me? He don't know who I am. I'm Big Fee. I'm Big Fee. It's a present to be in my presence. I'm the prize. At 58 and divorced 3 times, yep, I'm the prize. And y'all the prize. You are the prize. That joker told me, he say, I'll talk later, as in tomorrow. I'm heated. I say, Samantha, you see what that said me? Samantha looking like, because she don't want to edge me on, because, she's staying calm, because when I get hyped like this, she'll just look at me. Oh, Ma. Yeah. Oh, Ma. She calms me. When she see I'm getting ready there, she won't say nothing, right then. She may come back and say, Ma, he wrong for that. I said, okay. Bet. I text him back. No worries. You on pause for the next 48 hours. Cool. Bet. So the next 2 days, one of the days, so the next day, he texts me with that, hey, beautiful shit. Hey, beautiful. I was out somewhere down the street somewhere. I'm always somewhere spending some money somewhere I shouldn't be spending. He said, hey, beautiful. I said, what he say, Big Fee? He said, I'll talk to you later. As in tomorrow. Dismissing me. He dismissed Big Fee. I said, that nigga got me fucked up. He don't know who I am. You the one chased me down in the mall parking lot. Looking in every store trying to see where I was. I was getting mixed piece lemon pepper. Bringing my tail back here to go back into my next meeting. I wasn't thinking about nobody bald-headed son. I was doing me. I was doing me. You the one pursued me. Y'all keep that in mind too. So I said, cool, you on mute. You got to teach people how to treat you. A man can only do to you what you allow him to do. I said, you on mute. I ain't gonna block you yet, because you fine. Like my homeboy said, oh, he getting a pass because he nice looking. His looks getting him a pass. I said, yeah. I'm going to give you grace because you're fine. But I'm going to put you on mute. So I was out somewhere and I was getting ready to come back home because I go out to this little spot on Wednesday night. I go out, have me, a little cocky and listen to some live jazz. So when he texts me the next day, you know what? I'm out. I'm not going to be able to hear you. The music is playing in the background. We'll talk soon. I told his ass, we'll talk. Okay? We'll talk soon. I hit him with the mute. I sure did. He said, cool. I ain't call him the next day or the next day. He waiting on me. I'm waiting on him. Other night, I get a text. Hey, beautiful. I pray and hope all is well with you. Ninja, I'm fine sitting up here watching my Christmas movie with my signature Christmas cocktail that I came up with this year. I'm fine. Eating me some cashews. I'm good. All is well with me. I'm good. I pray all is well. What? Why? Because I ain't blowing your phone up and I ain't calling like these other women do. He told me he went to a Christmas party and women at the Christmas parties were like vultures. They were all over him. Y'all stop running up behind these men and being so thirsty. Stop being so thirsty, y'all, for these men. You got to mold and groom these men. You gotta groom them. Teach them. Even the old ones. So I say, bet. I said, I'm good. So I ain't say nothing. I say, all is well with you. He said, may I call you? I said, give me a second. Give me about 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I waited for about 30 minutes. I said, yeah, you can call now. Hi, hey, I ain't called, talk to you. How was the party? I said, oh, I had a good time. I said, ooh. I said, my little friend, I got a little friend and he produced the little jazz sets over at the little spot I go to, you know. And I do. The little guy told y'all that always like to hug me when I go to the little spots, and I had to tell him to stop touching. So I go, you know, he invites me to the little jazz sets on Wednesday at the rooftop. So I was like, oh yeah, I had a good time. And let them know you're not sitting at home to get a text or a phone call from them. You busy. You got stuff on your schedule. You booked and busy. Okay? Yeah, may I call you? Cass, I'm like, you know I ain't too thirsty. Yeah, you be booked. You got stuff going on. I'm in here waiting. I said, oh, I had how was it, lad, when you went out the other night? I said, oh, I had a good time. I danced, listened to jazz, and I did. I had a good time. I'm not sitting around waiting on you to call and ask me out for a date. No, because I'm operating from a different space. I'm operating from a distance. Now, back in the day, I would have been like, hey, he ain't called me yet. Don't get on now, y'all. I ain't saying I ain't never been there, because I'm keeping it transparent over here with y'all. But now I'm operating from a different space. Because I want the universe to know that I've learned lesson, so the universe can send me my person. I ain't trying to send no mixed messages to the universe. I've learned my lesson, and I'm going to show them that I learned my lesson. So he like, oh, okay, call me. So we just talking, you know. We just talking, kicking it, you know. He tell me about his son, you know. His son's sick, and he's going to have to go get his son. And he has, you know, his son's got to come stay with him because his son is, you know, is not coping with the fact that he has MS, and, you know, it's really bad. And, you know, I really miss you. You know, I want to see you. What you got going on tomorrow? Just tell me where you at. I'll come wherever you at. You know, whatever you want to do, just tell me. I said, well, you know, I got this appointment. I got my maintenance appointments. You know, I got this. I got that going on tomorrow. I said, but when I get through, I'll call you. He said, all right, cool. Call me. He was like, hold on. He was like, hold on a second. Let me see how I can duo you. I said, no. I said, it's not a good time for me, for you to duo me. I said, no, you can't duo me now. When I wanted to duo the other day, you told me, I'll talk to you later. It's in tomorrow. Well, today is not a good day for me to duo. No, you're not going to push me off and it's with me when it's convenient for you. Is this the same guy that was... Yes, this is the same one. This the same one. I said, no, we're not doing that. Okay. I'll call you when I get through doing what I'm doing, and we'll see about hooking up. So keep in mind, he asked to hook up with me and be with me, right? I said, okay, cool. So I do what I have to do. You know, on Saturdays you do what you have to do. So, you know, when I got back, I called him and I said, "What you doing?" And he's in this like construction thing. You know, he's redoing this building downtown. He has a construction business. Say, well, I'm down here with the guys, and remind you now, he's gonna hook up. He in Atlanta, and he stays south, probably about 45 minutes or an hour away from Atlanta. He said, I'm in Atlanta, and I'm at my building. I'm watching the guys, you know, do the walls and do the floors. He said, hold on, I'm gonna FaceTime you. I said, nah, I'm in the car, I'm driving. When I get home, you know, he said, I called him in the car, and then I said, when I get home, I'll call you back, and then we can FaceTime. So when I got home, he FaceTimed me. He do owe me, and he showed me, you know, he was in the building, and, you know, he was talking that. He still ain't said nothing about us hooking up. He still ain't said nothing about us hooking up. I had a guy tell me, I see how you move, because I would tell him when I went to town. I told him I was scared. Yeah, we're not in a relationship. We're dating. So my whereabouts and where I'm going, who I'm with, it shouldn't affect. We're dating. You're not my man. And I'm not finna, and I would do that, y'all. When I was younger, I would put all my eggs in one basket. Y'all don't do that. If a man hasn't committed to you and said you all are exclusive and courting, don't do that. If you're dating, you're dating. So, you know, he just talking to me, telling me about the place. And then he's saying sensual things. And, you know, I bring her back in. I say, wait a minute now. We have established that you just want, we dating and we're just friends. Why are you saying all this to me? So he was like, I'm just playing. No, I'm not, you know, So now he going, and remind you, when I told y'all last week, I told him I was practicing abstinence. Y'all remember that? I ain't out here just busting it open and spread wide for nobody and having casual sex. I didn't say I was celibate. I said I'm practicing abstinence. There's a difference. Sometimes people get those two confused. Is this Nesto, bro? No, I don't think so. So when I was talking to him, he was like, I'm doing this, and it's gonna be a big event down here, MLK Day, this in the heart of Atlanta, it's a historical area, and they're building, and it's gonna be an art gallery, real nice. He showed it to me. I said, oh, cool, I like a man about his business. I like a man to stand on business and got some business about it. So I said, okay, cool, all right, straight. He ain't said nothing. So I'm like, okay, because, I'm thinking that you're going to go to this other spot tonight. So you need to let me know what's going on, because I'm about to bounce. I'm going to be sitting on this phone talking to you. Small talking with you. So I say, what's up? I said, we're going to hook up. He said, so what you going to do when my son get here? He said, I'm going to pick him up tomorrow, and he can't be left alone. He said he would have to go everywhere with us. And I know you don't want him in our face. And I was like, what they got to do with today? He was like, well, I just don't know how long I'm going to be here. And I was like, and then he was kind of antsy, like he was looking or waiting for somebody. And I was like, who there with you? He was like, well, my business partner is gone. And I need to stay here. I said, well, you looking for him to come back? He was like, no, he ain't coming back. And he was like, well, I was like, well, why don't you get a kid? How are you going to work? He was like, I don't know. I was like, why don't you get a caretaker for your son? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford that because all the money I have has went into this place, and I'm thinking, some in my head, got no, all the money. He said, I'm just telling you that because I know, I know you like to do things, you like to go out. And are you're not going to sit idle. I said, no, I'm not. And yes, I do. Yeah, a cheater. I'm thinking, y'all, this man was either married or exactly. See? He said, all my money has went into this place and I can't afford a caretaker for my son. So I'm like, I'm thinking he was a cheater. I'm thinking he stayed with somebody or he's entertaining somebody. Something wasn't right, y'all. And I just felt it. Something was not right with him, right? So he was like, yeah, and I get it. You got to take care of your son. And so this was my question to him. I told him, I said, look, when you were going in and out of restaurants, down there in the mall, trying to see where I was, you didn't think about all this? You didn't think about that you wanted to date and all of this was you? He said, well, I didn't know my son was going to have to come live with me. I got the business going on, but I can work with that. The son is 24. The son is 24. And his MS is so bad where he can't be left alone. He can be left. I don't know if you are. Sometimes they don't remember things, and he's mobile, but it's his mind. He doesn't remember things. Yeah. So, and I understand that, and my heart goes out to him. My heart goes out to him. But what I got out of it is, I'm not really feeling you because I thought that you were going to bust it open and spread it wide if I took you out on a couple of dates. And I'm not really making no ground with that. I ain't really, it don't look like I'm going to get close to that soon. It don't look like that's going to happen. So I'm going to fall back. And I'm thinking, well, what was the point of you saying, let's get together? I'm like, what's going on here? That's what I'm thinking to myself. After I told him you pursued me, I wasn't looking for you, sir. I told him that. I said, I'm good. Oh, I really this, I really that. And and I said, I'm just talking to him. We talking. I was, we laughing, we talking. He telling me about the business, and he's telling me about his son, and all in my head, y'all. I'm thinking, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna go back and forth with this man. But when I get off this duo, I'm blocking and eating your ass. So we just kicking. We just talking. He was like, oh, you thought of all the time. I just, and you're sweet. And thank you for being so understanding. And I really appreciate it. And and we'll get together. No, you're not gonna use me when it's convenient for you on your time. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's going to jump over water and make all kind of provisions and arrangements to spend time with me. I ain't had all that other stuff. If you ain't trying to make arrangements and provisions to spend time with me, I don't want you. Because we all know as grown folks, people make time for what they want to make time for. Now, if you really want to date me and see me, you'll find some way and somehow for somebody to sit with your son. You'll figure some shit out. So I figured it was one of two things. Maybe him and a girlfriend and got back on good terms. Maybe he was mad. And maybe they ain't got back on good terms. Or he figured that he wasn't making no ground on getting no butt. and he was going to pull back. It was one of the two. It was one of the two. Okay? So he just talking, and y'all don't be going forth arguing with these men. Stand on your standards. And I have standards. Men don't lower their standards. They're not unrealistical. I'm just asking for somebody to make me a priority. I need for you to be consistent and make me a priority. I'm worthy of that. That's not asking for much. That's not asking for much. I think I'm worthy of it. I don't care how fine you are or how you think you won me. I'm a grown-ass woman. All that you beautiful and ooh, I think about you. Ooh. That don't excite me. Now, if you talking about coming in here paying some bill, a light bill, then I might get a little bit excited about that. But all that superficial stuff, I'm grown. I am worthy of you making me a priority. I'm worthy of that. And I'm understanding, and my heart's out to him. Even after that, he was like, well, I don't know how long I'm going to be down here. It was still early in the day. So I wasn't a priority for him to meet with me. He had something else going on. And then, it looked like somebody may have came up and he was, waving at somebody. So I don't know if the spouse came up. He was like, okay. I had told him, let me go, keep talking. Then he was like, all right then, well, let me go. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you later. I'm thinking to myself, no, you won't. You won't be talking to me later. Not me. I don't care how fine and how good you smell. Not me. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Now, back in the day, I would have took that. Back in the day, I would have been, my little feelings would have been hurt. But not no more. I was like, who do you think he talking to? You don't know who I am? I'm good people. I do you a favor. I'm entertaining you. And you ain't finna keep dumping on me about every time I talk to you about your son. I get it. I'm sorry. I know how it is to have a child. Trust me. So, why are we not attracting the ones who don't want? Yeah, put in work. Yes, put in the work. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, it's too complicated. I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it as the universe testing me. We sending what you used to having. And you've been through this before. This is the way I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at it from a negative angle. I'm looking at it as the universe testing me to see if I've learned my lesson. Right? The universe will test you and keep sending you the same thing over. Why you keep going through the same thing over and over again is because you haven't learned your lesson. But I ain't get tripped up with it this time. I learned my lesson the last 4-5 times. Looking at somebody that's fine, looking at somebody that I think I can get something out of. That's what got me in the situation last 4-5 times. This time I looked at, all right, universe, you're funny, but I got you. I learned my lesson. I'm going to show you. I ended that live with him. I couldn't get my phone. See where he at. Block, delete. Went to Google Meet. Block, delete. That's that. That's the end of that. You will not treat me like that. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I blocked him. You will not have access. You are not worthy to have access to me. If you can't make me a priority, you do not deserve to have access to me. Because I love me. And I had to learn that through a lot of tears and a lot of heartache, y'all. I had to learn that. And I want y'all to learn that. Just because I'm 58 don't mean that I got to put up with that bullshit. Yes. Now all of his cars will fall into block. Yes. And you best believe that this evening at 6:24, he called or text. He said, okay, sis, he blocked. I can say that he can. Yes. 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 He said, and even he knew he was on some bull. He said, I know you got a lot of questions, and I don't know the answers to them. I said, you're not my man. But if you was, yeah. And I need a man in my life that can be emotionally available for me. I need that. And I don't think he would have been emotionally available for me. And I'm not willing to sacrifice that no more, y'all. I was talking to Samantha today. It takes a strong woman to be okay with being by herself. It takes growth and connecting to yourself. And I've done the work. I've done the work. And I'm not going back to where I used to be. I need somebody that's going to be consistent, emotionally available, and make me the damn priority. That's not asking for much. That's not asking for much. And if a man really likes you and want you to be in his life, he'll do that. He'll do that. When a man wants you, want to be with you, he'll jump over water for you. And I'm standing on big business. And I feel, when I blocked him, y'all, I felt so vindicated. And I was like, I felt so good about it. Stop playing with me. I'll talk to you later. It's in tomorrow. So dismissive. It's rude. It's rude. It's rude. I know we in Atlanta and it's a lot of women here. And I know women be all over these men. But I'm not her. I am her. I am not her. And I'm not going back to her. If this was a test from the universe, I passed it. I threw him back in the pond. Yeah, since he wasn't going to. So he don't make the cut. He was a red flag. Yes. And I gave him an opportunity. Dating is just, we're only dating. Dating is just collecting information, ladies. I collected all my information and I made a sound decision that was best for me. It is the fact that it was so many women and men that they don't feel they have to be, proactive and pursue after they run up. Yeah, in your face, yes. He came to me. I'm minding my business, get my 6 piece. Let me pay out for flats, because they be flats. You pursued me. Two weeks ago, you wasn't even in my world. So it's nothing for me to open the door and let you out. I don't have no attachment to you. I'm not emotionally attached to you. And you aggravate me? Aggravate me? And I'm going through menopause? Come on now. He knew, yes, he knew how to ask me about that. And throwing out little hints about he wanted to be sick. So I asked him, I said, does it even work? Does it work? Am I what? I said, your pee-pee, do it work? Does it even work? These older men always like to talk about sex. And half of the time it even work. Always talking about what they can do. And it don't work half the time. I'm like, yo, I guarantee you it worked. Just imagine all the women operating from that way. It would be a forcement. Yes. To step it up. Yes. But we're desperate women. Yeah. And yes. He wasn't, he would never thought I would. Because I was talking to him so nice. And, resting in my femininity, my womanly wow. We talked about resting in your femininity. And usually I was just flirting with him. Oh, you're so silly. Oh, yeah. Oh. Got off that lie like I was cool. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. The hell? You won't be talking to me tomorrow. And then I ain't know how to block. And then some told me, well, you probably need to block him on Google Meet too, because he might still can be able to get to you. And sure enough, I had to go back. Yeah. Yep. So he got off the roster, y'all. Y'all know Medical Bay will always stay on the roster. Yes. Until somebody is worthy to step up. Yes. And you are young. So you hit it full force, Amanda. Yes. Yes. Stand on business. I had to learn this. So you can learn from my experience, Amanda. I had to learn this. I had to learn to operate from a different place. I had to learn to operate from a different place. Back in the day, I would have took that. Back in the day, I would have took that. Thank God for growth. Thank God for growth. I had one. Both grown. Yeah. I said, God, no, I can't help. You asked me for. Yeah. Pussy. Yeah, more important, yes. And then, y'all, he made this comment. Check this out. Check this out. So he was just adding on. He was just adding on yesterday. It was just you talk to people long enough. You talk to these men long enough, they'll show you the true color. He was, yeah. So tacky. Yeah, I have your hair all messed up. I said, no, you won't. And if that would happen, you would pay to get my hair done. That joker said, that's ghetto. That's ghetto. That's ghetto. I said, it's ghetto for you to keep talking, saying sexual things to me. And we friends. That's ghetto. That's ghetto. I was like, yeah, when I get off this live, it's about to be over for you. You about to be done. Yeah, I passed. It's a lesson. It's a lesson, y'all. Fine, look good, dress nice. But once you get past this, gotta unpeel, y'all. This is just a layer. Unpeel it. When you're dating, start to unpeel the layers. Start to unpeel the layers and see what's under there. Right, he gonna call me ghetto. That's ghetto. Yes, very disrespectful. And I was like, wait a minute, I ain't none of them women that you work with. He told me, he was like, professional, educated women are the biggest hoes. I went to this Christmas party, like, cause he's an educator too. I don't know if I told you all that. They had a Christmas party. I went to this Christmas party last night, and they was like vultures. They wanted to take me out to the car. I said, well, why do you think they like that? Because most men are intimidated and won't talk to them. So when they find a man that they're interested in, they like hoes. Professional, educated women are like hoes. I said, that's not nice to say. I said, maybe that's your experience. Well, why are you stereotyping us? I know some thirsty women in Atlanta and probably some other places. Yes, he is. He's beneath me. Yeah, he's not good enough. And I hate to say that. But I want. And that's dating. You got to go into dating knowing what you want. Once you realize what you want and you willing to stand on it, it's easy. That was easy for me. I didn't care how he looked. I ain't care nothing about that. Right, Amanda. I didn't care nothing about that. So medical is still on the roster. Maintenance bay is still on the roster. Maintenance bay will stay on the roster because I might need. I'm operating from a place of need with him because I might not because I might need him. Okay, I might need his ladder. So I got medical bay and maintenance bay. Maintenance bay is a little disrespectful too. He like, how was your date? When I seen him out around here, he said, well, how was your date? I said, on a couple of days. He gonna drop his head. My feelings hurt. Why your feelings hurt? What they got to do with you? I would never go anywhere with you, and I know that you mess with every woman out here. And plus, you're not my type. You're not my type. And I don't shit where I live. It's just certain things that I won't do for integrity purposes. Nope, not younger. Medical bay is 61. Maintenance bay is probably 57. Air Force bay 60. Army bay I dropped off because I just couldn't do him. So that's the roster, y'all. That is the roster. It's only 2 on roster. Medical bay will never go nowhere because he just funny. He entertaining, you know. He just entertaining, and he will never go anywhere. He called me this morning. Good morning, Felicia. That's the one I said that if he take his medicine, he be all right, but he will not on a consistent basis. So I really can't. He said, good morning, Felicia. I said, good morning. And then we just leave it at that. Yes, Amanda. Cass is one of my mods. I have a lot of beautiful mods over here that mod on our other channel. Yeah, Cass is one of our mods. Appreciate you, Cass. Anybody else that's in here, I'm not sure if we have another one in here or not. But y'all, that's the roster. And you know, we not doing it. What do the lonely do at Christmas? We gonna enjoy ourselves. And we gonna go out and, you know, wear our pajamas, fix us something good, some comfort food. I call it comfort food. Whatever it is that you like. I think I'm gonna fix me some dip, make a cheese board or something like that. Um, having a birthday party. No, it's not. Are you having a birthday party? Nope, I'm not having a birthday. My birthday is in May. Baby girl's birthday is December 30th. Samantha's birthday is December 30th. So I'm gonna take her out, and I don't know what plans she got, but she'll fit me in somewhere around there. You know, she had her own thing going on. Y'all know Samantha don't be sharing a lot. Sometimes get a lot out of it either. But so yeah, y'all, that's the roster. Now, you know, somebody may come on the roster between now, you know, the next time we talk. And somebody may fall off. I don't know. You know, somebody may come on, somebody may fall off. You know, but I'm staying with my standards. I know what I want. I have to have somebody consistent, make me the priority, and be emotionally available. You gotta be, and I just don't think I've been that. I don't think he would have been that. My birthday is May 2nd. I'm a Taurus. I don't think he would have been there for me. You know, and I get it with his son, but I think that there could have been some work around room with that. If he really wanted to, you know, entertain me and continue to date me. I think there could have been, and I think he was pulling back for whatever reason. For whatever reason, yeah. Taurus and Capricorn, yeah. Earth signs, yeah. Whatever reason it was, I think he was pulling back. And I just wasn't really willing to stick around and let him do that to me. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not willing to stick around and see what the outcome and just wait. You know? You gotta put the full press hold. You gotta put pressure. I need, just like you had that pressure when you was trying to find me. And see where I went when you saw me walk across that parking lot? I was trying to find you. I didn't know if you went in here. I didn't know if you went in there. I told my friend, let's go get a drink. Oh, Wild Wings. I ain't even want no drink. But I was trying to find you. I need for you to keep putting that pressure on me. Don't stop because now you feel like you got me in your little circle. Don't stop. You gotta continue that pressure. Yes. The same energy that you got me with, I need for you to continue that. And he wasn't giving me that. That was attractive to me. You pursued me. And men go after y'all. Don't let these men play in y'all face. When a man wants you, he does everything he can to get you. I've seen it over and over again. Don't let men play in your face. You are the prize. You are the prize. Story time was good. I had to tell you. Okay, nevertheless, I continue to stand on. Yes, thank you, Z. Yes. He was inconsistent in a way where, now he would call and text, but it would be like a certain time. And then if I would call him after 7:30 or late at night, he would never answer his phone. He would never answer his phone. And why couldn't you FaceTime at 8 o'clock at night? You at home? And why when I call you at 8:30, you answer your phone? I did that like 3 times just to see if he would answer his phone. Never answered. I never talked to him after 7:30, y'all. Never. Never. So I don't know if, and I asked him from the beginning when I met him, he said, are you married? No, I'm not married. I said, are you married? He said, no, I'm not married. I said, well, let me ask you this. Is there anybody that thinks that they're in a relationship with you Because you know, we think differently from men. We think differently. So you got to ask them the question, is it anybody that think they in a relationship with you? And he said no. He said no. But I kept getting that feeling, y'all. And God gives us that intuition for a reason. If you get that feeling, go with it. Go with it. And I wish would call me talking about her man. You talking to my man. No. I wish would. I would never do that to a woman. Because I know how it feels to have to you. I would never do that to another woman. And you talking about some karma come back on you? I ain't seen women do that in their life still up to the day. Could never get back right. I respect the covenant of marriage. That's one thing you do not play with. The covenant of marriage. These men they don't care. Some of them don't care. And I even tried to look at his hand to see if he had a ring print. I didn't see a ring print. But it was just something about I could not reach him or talk to him after a certain time. Is there anybody who thinks yes. I asked that. Yeah. Okay. I don't see how people do it. Yeah. But people do it all the time. People do it all the time, y'all. But you talking about some doom and gloom come on your life? Yeah, a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't. And then his friend that was with him, I say, well, is your friend married? And he was like, yeah, he married, but he not happily married. I ain't asked you that. I just asked, was your friend married? Because I want to know what kind of, are you hanging out with married men? Or is your friend single? You don't think he's married? Well, what you think? Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. What you think? She said, I don't think he's married. Well, what you think it was? Because I'm thinking I could never talk to him after 7:30. Y'all, I'm telling you, we would talk. He would call me like at 6 or like at 5. And if he close to like 7:30, I was like, okay, so she must get home around that time. Because she probably work in the city. And then she going south, out 75 south. And you hit that curve, you get a lot of traffic. So it probably take about an hour and a half home. So I had it all figured out in my head. You are so right, so many of them. Fooling around with somebody else's spouse. He could live with somebody. Okay. You think so, Jay Blake? Y'all, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what is it? And then he would say, well, and then I told y'all last week what he said when I asked. He said, well, during the holiday time, this is like a real sensitive time for me. And I said, I understand. I get it. But then I'm thinking, though, but you are choosing to date. So you need to work on all of that. If you're not ready, y'all don't go out here and try to date if you still have things that you're trying to heal from. Don't bring somebody else in that and give them mixed messages. Don't do that. Yeah. He could have. No, not already. We were thinking. I was trying to figure out. Remember, I told. Yes, Jay Blake. It was you that told. And I did. I asked to FaceTime him. And he said, okay, let's do it. But I didn't want to do it then. I wanted to do it later. So I told him, let's do it at 8. He told me, well, let's talk later. It's in tomorrow. That's what he told me. Now, remind you, it was 7:24. So 8 o'clock wasn't too far off. So what happened between, what is going on with you between 7:24 and 8? Why we couldn't FaceTime at 8? So I'm figuring maybe she was there, or she comes home around that time. What was up with that? And that ticked me off. You know, that's like being dismissive. Like, no, I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's not being emotionally available for me. So that's also depending on the traffic she gets home between 7:30 and 8. Yeah. Are you in Atlanta, Amanda? Yeah, because you know Atlanta traffic. If she coming from downtown and going back out 75 South, going back down, because he said it was in Noonan, going back down to Noonan, you know, you had a lot of traffic. Yes, exactly. So you hit a lot of traffic. But like I told him, when he was telling all his past and his trauma, you know, and I told y'all this, I told, you know, he was like, well, don't judge me. You know, don't judge me on my past and my trauma. I'm not judging you on that. I'm judging you on the fruit that you bear now. And that's what I did. I judged him on his actions, on what he showed me. And I responded. I just responded to protect me. I got to save me, Lucius. I got to save me. What makes me mad? They think they're, yeah, slick and dumb. Yeah. Okay, North Carolina. Okay. But okay. Yeah. Okay, so you have to here. Yeah. I said, I'm not judging you on your trauma or, you know, what happened in your childhood. I'm judging you on the fruit bear, on what you show me now, not your past. Now, I'm talking about now, what you do now. I'm judging you now. So what you showing me now, that's what I'm reacting off of. And I just couldn't get that, y'all. That's a trigger for me. That's a trigger. Samantha to my, oh my, that's a trigger for everybody. She get on my, that's a trigger for me. Call you and you don't answer your phone. I gotta work on that, y'all. But that's a trigger for me. That's a trigger for me. When I call my man, I go to voicemail. And I know that when we together, you have that phone right in front of you. That's a trigger for me. And so I asked him, I was like, well, I called you. And you, he said, when? Like he didn't know I called. When? I missed it. I didn't know you didn't. No, you didn't. Because we know all these niggas have their phone right on them. It used to be for me, but baby, I started getting that say yes. And I did. Jay Blake, I gave him the same energy back. You wasn't in here early when I told you. I put him on mute for 2 days. I sure did. I was busy. I went out. And I told him I'll talk to you soon. He told me, cool. Like he had an attitude. Cool. So when I do a you on you, it's a problem. I said, cool. I put him on mute. Oh, she want to know about the swingers club. Okay, that's another date that I had. When the guy tried to initiate me in the swingers club, and he told me it's a swingers community in Ackworth. Okay, so you going back and watching all the videos. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Not to mention the Apple Watch. They ain't missing nothing. He saw every time I called. When I called him at 8 o'clock, he saw it. He saw it. So when he came from the Christmas party, he called me. He texted me at 11:30 from his car. But see, he hadn't got to the house yet. Are you awake? No. I act like I ain't even see his text. So you're not gonna be there for me when it's convenient to you. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. And I can show you better than I can tell you. So now he's somewhere trying to figure out what the hell going on. Because I wasn't mad. I wasn't ugly. Because we're going to keep it classy and keep it cute. I'm never going to let you know I'm sweating over you. Although I'm fuming inside because I'm a Taurus. So I'm pissed off. I'm ready. I'm pissed off inside. But I learned, don't never let them know you sweating over them, y'all. Don't never let them know. I'm on that phone just talking to him like he cool, like we cool. Like the young folks say, we Gucci. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay, sweetheart, talk to you later. Well, okay, I'll call you. I'll talk to you later. Not I'll call you later. I'll talk to you later. Talk to you. Now I would talk to him, even on the weekend. Talk to him up early in the day. I don't hear from him no more. I don't hear from him no more. Nah, that ain't gonna work for me. I ain't that kind of girl. And it's cool. It's cool, but I ain't rocking like that. I learned my lesson. I stopped this. So yes, readily. We talked about that. Don't be available. Z in here, Z says that all the time. Find you a hobby. Find you something to do. Find you something to entertain your time. Don't be available for them. Let them jokers go to voicemail. You always got something to do. I'm getting ready to go out. What you doing? I'll call you back. I told him that a couple times because I was going out. I'm down at Perfect Note. I love jazz. I love live jazz. And that's why he said, well, I know you ain't going to sit idle because you like to go places. You like to live. I do. And I do. And I do. And you're not finna make me feel bad about that. I say, yep, I do. I do. See, I have a lesson. I have a rule. He has to call me twice before 3 times. He call. Yep. Yeah. I'm a homebody too. I think you said you a Taurus. I'm a homebody too. But I'm actively dating. And nobody's going to find me sitting here at home. I know. I get it. I can stay here all day. I work from home, so I can stay here 2-3 days. As long as I got me something to eat, I'm good. But I'm actively dating. Ain't nobody going to seek me out sitting over here on the sofa. So at some point, I got to get out of here, right? I got to get out of here. They chase you more. Yes, when you're busy. Yep. My girlfriend getting there. Oh, her men complained about how busy she was. Yes. Yeah, men want to know you got something going on. So even if you ain't, don't let them jokers know. And don't be sitting on the phone with them all day and all night talking to them. In that conversation, all right, well, it was good. This is what I always say. All right, it was good talking to you. Great conversation. I really enjoy talking to you. And we'll talk. I'll text you. I'll say something like that. Yeah. I got a few things I got to do tomorrow, and we'll talk. But I'm always got something to do, going somewhere, something to do. I want him to know I got to fit you in. I'm busy. I'm not just, even if I am here, just sitting here, rubbing my feet together, eating my snacks. eating my menopause snacks. I ain't finna let him know. I'm booked and busy and I gotta fit you in. When I make me a priority, that's when I'll make you a priority. But until then, I'm booked and busy. Okay? We booked and busy. Okay? And we living our best lives. Like I say, our crown may tilt, but it'll never fall off. Okay, we doing big things over here, and we standing on business. A man will only treat you the way you allow him. We are in control, y'all. We set the tone. We set the tone. So the next woman he pursue, if he pursues one, or maybe he'll make it right the one that he with. Maybe he'll do right. I pray if he is in a relationship, he does right by that lady. He does right by that lady. And have respect for her. Because he ran up on the wrong one if he thought I was going to bust it wide and spread it open with him. And that's why I told him that from the beginning. We ain't finna do none of that. Just because you taking me out on a couple of dates. We ain't finna do none of that. And even after I told him, he was still saying little things. And then that was aggravating me. It was aggravating me. And I don't want to be aggravated. I don't, y'all. Anything, let me tell you all that. Anything that's worth being in your life is not going to be difficult. It's not going to cause you any discomfort. You're not going to think twice about it. It's going to be with ease. Not to say it's not going to be, perfect, but it's not going to be complicated. It's not going to be complicated, y'all. It's not. He has no respect for anybody. That's why he was doing. Yeah. I really think he was with somebody. I don't know. I can't think of any other reason. I have had to tell men not to call me after a certain time. I ain't never had a man that didn't call me at, after 8. A lot of them want to text you good night. Good night, beautiful. Good night, beautiful. A lot of them want to text you that mess. But after a certain time, I didn't get no calls, no texts from him. I was like, yeah. I ain't even get the thing, you want to come over to my place. A lot of them want you to come over here and I'll cook for you. Let me cook dinner for you. A lot of them do that mess. I ain't even get none of that. Something was just not right. So I don't know. So he gone, y'all. So I'm out here actively dating. And we are just dating, y'all. It's just taking in information. That's all. We just taking in information. And I feel so good about doing that. I am so proud of myself. That is such a growth moment for me. Even at 58. Even at 58, that is a growth. That is growth. That is growth. I'm a homebody too. Yeah, I met about a week ago. He wasn't the right one. He wanted to meet. Why you ain't want to go to a happy Thanksgiving? Why you ain't want to go? So you dating too. So how many people on here is dating? Yep, a woman. Yeah, a woman lives at the house. How many of y'all are dating? I know we have people who are married, and then we have people who are single. We have our millennials. Some are married. We know that Toya just got married. And we're getting married, y'all. Toya is one of our millennials. She just got married. And we're don't let society tell you all, number one, black women aren't getting married. That's not true. We're getting married too. And number two, women over 55 aren't getting married. That's not true. Thank you, Amanda. You're dating. You're a millennial. Yeah. My daughter is Samantha is a millennial. You're dating. She's dating. So yeah, we're just, and when you're dating, y'all, it's just collecting information. You're just trying, like I collect all the information, and I saw that the information would not suit me. Peacefully single and stay. Okay, Cass. Cass says she ain't fooling with him. Well, I'm dating, and I plan to enjoy dating. I want to talk about on the ladder daters. Anise said that she got on the show by being on the Hinge dating app. The producers reached out to her from the Hinge dating app. That's how she got on the show. She was on Hinge, y'all. She was on a dating app. They tell us to stay off the dating apps. Well, the dating app benefited her. She landed on a television show. A very good one. Okay, you're ready to start back dating. Okay, start dating. And just remember, y'all, I think we put so much thought into it, you know? When you go out on a date, just have fun. Enjoy your date. Take in the information. Don't be doing all that talking. Because men will tell you what you need to know. And just have fun. Hinge is a dating app. Hinge is, and there's a show on Netflix called Later Daters. And it's 55 plus dating. And one of the beautiful sisters on, she's 62. They found her from the Hinge dating app. Yep, don't have any expectations. Exactly. That's good. That's a good point. Don't have any expectations. Just date and have what I do. I just date and have fun. And until then, I take myself out on dates. I take myself out on dates. If you can't be happy and be happy with yourself, then you're not ready to date. And and when I tell you all this, I'm not saying it from a place where I think that, you know, I'm better. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from something that I went through and I had to learn. Everything that I tell you is from my experience, something that I went through. I had to learn that, Felicia, if you can't sit in your own and be happy with you, you're not ready to date. You're not ready to date. Now, that situation that I went through with that guy, some people would have been, you know, feelings would have been hurt. Especially because a lot of women would have think, you know, he's 6 feet tall, light skin, curly hair, nice looking, light brown eyes, dressed nice, smell good. Ooh, I got to have him. No, yeah, it's on Netflix. No. I realized that I have to be happy. Yes, Dr. Tarp. Yes, we love him. We love him. Was he at Bishop Bronner's? Let me see. We went to visit a church today, and he mentioned in the video. Yeah, he goes Word of Faith. My daughter and I watch his videos all the time. And he talks about where to meet men at. I don't know if Samantha is still in here, but yeah, he talks about where to meet men at. Now, some of the stuff I agree with, and some of the stuff I don't. But you take what you need. You bite off what you need. But yeah, he talks about about dating all the time. And I'll listen to his videos. He's a good person to listen to if you're dating and if you want to date. So yeah, y'all. So we just out here dating, and we're gonna have our best time this holiday season. Should I may even bake me some cookies. Think about baking me some cookies on Christmas Eve. We Samantha and I did a Christmas Eve mukbang, mukbang, whatever they call it, a couple of years ago on Christmas Eve. We're gonna do one this Christmas Eve on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. I think she said she wanted to get some juicy crab, and we're gonna do a Q&A where you all can ask us any questions and we'll answer. I don't know if Samantha gonna answer all because y'all know how she is. Y'all know how she is, and that's she grown. But we're gonna do a Q&A, and you know, if you all are not doing anything on Christmas Eve, then jump on our live. But we're gonna do a live on Christmas Eve, probably at 6, and we're gonna be eating juicy crab and just interacting. You all can ask us questions. Yes, you recommend it. Okay, so you start watching him. Yeah, he's good. So yeah, we're gonna do that on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show channel. But I appreciate you all coming over here and listening to me. And it made me feel good because y'all thinking the same thing, that he either lived with somebody or he was married. So now I feel better now. I checked with y'all. I checked in with y'all because I know y'all was going to tell me the truth. And I wanted to share it with y'all to let y'all know. You know, I got to keep y'all up to date on the roster. I got to keep y'all up to date, who on and who off. Okay, so I got to keep y'all up to date on what's going on. But I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Love on yourself. Give yourself grace. If you're in perimenopause, menopause, give yourself grace. Take time out for yourself. Let me see. I love. Yes. I'm setting set your alarm. I'll be back. Just love on yourself. Give yourself grace. Stand on business. If it does not serve you any purpose, then don't deal with it. If it's not beneficial to you and what you have lined up, your outlook. For what I have lined up, he wouldn't serve me any purpose, y'all. He was totally outside of what I was looking for. Totally outside. Thank you, Jay Blake. Y'all know Sonya. I saw the response. We're gonna talk about it. Sonya wrote a response. She wrote it, and I think she still don't get it, Cass. I think she chose him over her. Them people gonna lie her up with that response. She did a motion to shut it down, something like that. She did a motion to shut it down. But we're gonna talk about that too on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi showcast. We're gonna talk about that. But yeah, y'all, Merry Christmas. Love on yourself, enjoy yourself. We'll be on the we'll talk about that Christmas Eve cast. What's the impact? Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your holidays and get out and do something special for yourself. Get out, go get a pedi, go get a manicure. Go out and enjoy yourself and love on yourself. Have a good time, That's what it's all about. And I'll see you all next week if I don't see you over on the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show on Christmas Eve. You all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. And thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to my story time, my rants that I do every Sunday. Make sure you tell a good friend, you tell a good sis about my channel, about what thank you, Z, about what we got going on over here. Once again, go over and check out my website, Innovative Business Consulting. Give a gift of a LLC, y'all. That's the gift that continues to give. It continues to give. Baby girl has I've set her up with 2 LCs. She's straight. That's another stream of income for her that she'll always have. So make sure that I have 20% off on a coaching and a consultation. You have a business idea and you just don't know how to execute it, and that's what I'm here for. Or you have a business and you say, hey, Felicia, I'm not making any revenue, things, I'm not maximizing on anything. You know, I need an innovative approach. Can you help me? I can help you with that as well. So that's my plug for my business for tonight. I appreciate you all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. See you all in the chat. I'll talk to y'all soon. Talk to y'all later. Bye.